Fantastic job they've done here. It took a number of years to complete. Controversy over the baths. It should be still a baths really. You know, they have enough space to have baths there, but wasn't to be. Should have been. Missed opportunity. Oh, this is fantastic. This used to be a kind of an area you wouldn't go down normally. We went into decline in decades, but now it's a fantastic amenity. Now I think they'll eventually do the old shelters there that are blocked off because of antisocial behaviour and drinking and drug taking, so I think that will be the next one they'll work on. So that will complete that area. The Crimean gun above it. Yeah, they will do that eventually. No idea when, but coming years definitely. But I'm thankful for this. We have a Roderick Haseman there. Executed in 1916, but not in Kilmainham. And he wasn't shot, he was hung in Kilmainham, or in Pentonville prison.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So why is there no boat running from the harbour to take the traffic off the M11 in the mornings? Exactly.
International human rights campaigner. What he witnessed in Africa was unspeakable.
Keep going, Heather. Woohoo!
Doing good.
Ah, he appears in James Joyce Ulysses. So appropriate for the day that's in it. So Josephine Cantwell, Kingstown councillors voted in 1920 to change the town's name to Dún Laoghaire. One of them was Cantwell, first woman elected here to local government.
And you can look out there. Just facing over there.
This is all that's recently done here. So everybody thinks the metals was the other side of the railway, but it wasn't, it was this side. Metals went down there. So it would have been two cuttings on the left. It would have been the atmospheric line, which is much more almost road level. And then when they put in the conventional railway cutting in 1854, and then I think a second line was put in the 1860s. Crimean War cannon. There's quite a few down in Wicklow town. There's Scotsman Bay, named after John Rennie. The iconic Ulysses Tower in the background. You can see the work they've done, repurposing that pathway and the ramps. Roderick Haseman statue. So wonderful Bloomsday. You got the good weather. So up here there in the background was where 60 years ago you had the first car ferry as a temporary measure, and then they in the background they redeveloped the St. Michael's Pier, so it would enable roll on, roll off cars and trucks, containers and all that. Well, that was the first one as a temporary measure there. And then you have the famous Carlisle beer dating from 1859. Closed to railway traffic in 1980. The Maritime Church. And the library, which divides opinion, but it's a fantastic amenity. One of the 2 yacht clubs. And just peering in the background there are the 2 iconic chimneys. Nice bit of information here.